Hey everybody, welcome back and thanks for tuning in. We have a big announcement to make.
Yeah.
Again.
Well, everyone knows we've been waiting for construction to finish. And in between that, we were trying to arrange for gravel to kind of be delivered in the in-between times, and that wasn't working out either. And the clock is just winding down on us for getting something built before hardcore winter sets in. And so we just reflected and thought, why do we have to build a shop? Because building a shop means we got to rely on other people for gravel, for concrete, all things that we seem to be unable to get this summer.
Yeah, so like trying to even get rock delivered here, part of it was construction on the highway, which was limiting our times of which we could get things delivered. But then also the concrete contractor, or not contractor, but the concrete company that delivers concrete didn't even answer our calls. They're so busy, and they're going to be that busy all the way to winter. And as a result of that, we had a tough choice to make. We had to say, okay, we're either going to try to sit around and wait and pour concrete, and then hopefully we can get something up before winter, which at some point was impossible. And that was like probably 2 weeks ago. We probably should have made this call. But we decided to, just say, you know what, we've always wanted to build a cabin at the other end of the property. That's where we really wanted to live. We do need a shop or a garage or something, and eventually this pad will serve as that. But the pad also wasn't really ready to be built on. Clearly we had some sloughing from some frost heave and some other things going on.
And it continued to kind of change over the course of the summer when we'd have rain. So that was really unsettling. And even though the shop felt very practical, it wasn't really the dream. The dream was always a cabin, and the shop was like, well, we got to do this first. And then we just thought, well, we don't have to do things that way, actually. We get to decide.
Well, and originally we wanted to build a log cabin at the other end of the property, and we're not going to be able to build a log cabin. We're still building a cabin, and we're going to try to make it as cool and rustic as possible. But we still have a deadline, and we have materials being delivered in probably about 3 to 4, maybe 5 weeks, hopefully no longer than that. We know that winter is coming, and so that means we're going to have some long days ahead of us trying to get the build done. And we will probably be building like right up to the point of which it's snowing, and even then when it's snowing, hopefully we'll have the roof on and have the walls on, and we'll be insulating and putting vapor
doing
barrier
the inside
up.
work.
Doing the inside work. It's going to be a little hairy, but we can handle it.
Well, I feel like more hairy is living in that camp trailer with 2 dogs and a cat when it's like snowing, no one wants to go outside. It's like, it's going to be very tight. And we will be in there till it'll probably be snowing still. It was like when we're in there. But,
yeah, I could see some days that could be pretty tough inside the camp trailer.
But we also knew that coming here. We were like, you know what, we're doing it. We're just going to, we might be living in the camp trailer in the wintertime. But if we can avoid that, I mean, that sounds pretty good. Yeah. And so this cabin, we've got the materials coming, like Thomas said, and we don't have to rely on anyone else except for the delivery of these materials. Like, I think that's the thing that makes us the happiest, because we've been our hands have been tied with this whole, building this shop situation, and that has been really frustrating. And like, well, we're ready to do it. We're here. We got the time. It's summer. We got to go. But having to rely on other people who are super busy, of course. It's everybody's as helpful as they can be. And we just want to do something that it's just us. Like, we don't need anything. We don't need any concrete poured back there. We don't need any gravel delivered back there. But actually, we have kind of now our own personal gravel pit with this massive pad that is bigger than what we really need for even the garage that we'll end up building here. So we're going to just develop more completely the trail that we put back, because we do want to, and that way we can bring the materials back when they do arrive more easily. And then the cabin itself is going to be back there where we originally wanted to build one anyway, even though it's not the plan A, which was to build a log cabin out of trees from the land. It is going to be a stick-built cabin. we do still have plans to build a log cabin. It just might be on a different property, somewhere even more remote.
Yeah, in the future.
But
we got to get this. We got to get something done before winter, and this is going to be a really nice cabin. I'm looking forward to the build. It's a really cool design, and yeah, it's like when we're all done, it's going to be amazing. Might take us a couple years, but you'll get to follow along on that journey and other things we're doing up here. So it's going to be really cool.
So yeah, thanks for hanging in with us as we, you know, fill our time with doing other important things like building smokers and, you know, seeing the beauty of Alaska. Those are all why we're here. But I know many of you are eager to see us build, and we are definitely going to do that.
And we are as eager
sooner than we would have otherwise, actually. Yeah. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So yeah, this I was definitely losing some sleep a few different times. In this build, I'm totally confident that everything is going to be fine. It's just a matter of getting it done and getting in there and staying warm. Yeah.
So here we go. Plans change, but we're still building, and more chainsaw in the future. We've got a lot of trees to take down.
Oh yeah, we haven't cleared that area out back there, it's quite a bit of big timber back there too, and so it's not as big of an area to clear out as this. We're not going to clear out that much. We want to still have some trees around. Obviously we want defensible space, but we mostly just need to get it built, so we're going to make sure it's cleared enough to where we can get the tractor around or get the truck in there if we need to. But other than that, we're just gonna, work on thinning and clearing later.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks for watching. Good morning. So we are starting today on the clearing of the cabin space as we've changed our plans. And I'm really excited about it because this was our first vision for this place, is that we would build a cabin right here. So we got a lot of clearing to do, but we have the time because it'll take a little bit before the materials arrive for the cabin, and it'll max us out though. This month is going to be a lot of clearing.
Looks like right in here somewhere
Okay.
is where the back of the house is going to be.
Okay.
So pretty much everything, pretty much all of this has to be taken out.
Okay.
So you can just go through and hit all the small stuff, whatever you're comfortable hitting in this area, in here, this way over.
Okay.
And
then this way over.
This way.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. At first we'll just go in and try to just chop a bunch of stuff up, but I'm trying to create some piles in the open area here. We can just kind of pile it up this way.
Okay.
That way, once we bring the chipper in here, we have this big accessible area to chip in. And we can point the mounds over there, we can point the mounds over there so they're out of the way, and then we can knock all that over or whatever, throw it on the work site when we're done.
Yeah. Nice.
It's gonna be awesome.
I know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so beautiful.
Yeah, we probably won't get the porch built this year, but
no. Right. If we can just get in it before December, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right, I'm gonna get back out.
Yeah. Getting closer. The gravel pad that will be our personal rock quarry and future space of some kind of a garage. These
rock quarry and small garage.
A what?
A rock quarry and a small garage.
A rock quarry and a small garage.
Pad.
Yes, yes. Future garage pad and parking space and other useful things. But these concrete foundation footings, they don't have a use anymore. So we are going to be, we have somebody coming to push them over, and later we'll have to break them up. But for now, we just want them out of the way so we can access the gravel, so we can build the road back into our new cabin site.
So as we talked about earlier, we are changing plans. It was really hard to get materials out here. It's going to be impossible to get concrete, especially before weather changes, poured, and be able to do our build up here. So we're going to not do something necessarily easier, but that is to build our house, our cabin down on the bluff of our property, which is beautiful. I'm like looking forward to that. It's going to be super exciting. But yeah, it's pretty crazy to look at all of these footings and see. Just pushed them right off the back of the pad. Kind of seems wasteful, but what are you going to do with them? I mean, I couldn't even budge them at all with the tractor. So yeah, I wish in hindsight that we would have not poured these footings and waited for a year for the pad to see what it was going to do before we decided how we're going to build on here. Do a different build here now, probably something like a 20 by 25 or 20 by 30 garage up here, and I'll do all of that myself as well.
Oh. Well, a tree's gonna go where a tree's gonna go. Timber. Or just walk out and I'll hold it 20 foot. Stop right there. Okay.
Maybe. So here's 28 right here.
Okay.
So let's see what it would look like if we did angle it a little bit. You just say where you're at.
Okay.
CrossFit workout right here. This is what people pay a bunch of money to do. Grab that stick and come here.
Yeah, I know.
It must be more like that.
Day 2, day 3. Is this day 3 of cutting down trees?
Yeah, but
total.
We only work like a half a day, one day.
Okay. Day 2.5.
I'd say technically both the first 2 days were not quite full days.
Okay.
Today was a pretty solid day.
Yeah. Making good progress, but it is also very exhausting.
Which actually I feel like I'm used to at this point. So
yeah. Whipping us into shape.
Yeah.
But it feels good. I mean, it's kind of funny because last summer at the same time, well, not this exact same time, but last summer, right
Pretty
now,
close
we
to
were
this,
pouring
we
the
had-
concrete footings, but we also spent a good chunk of time cutting down trees last summer.
Technically, we would have poured concrete yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. So we're preparing a new space, and it's exciting. It's cool. It's good. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
This morning, Thomas heard a wolf on the hillside on the other side of this ridge. That's really cool.
Yeah, that was cool. beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to have that as the view every morning. I think tomorrow morning I'm going to come down here with a cup of coffee.
Totally.
And just sit out there on the edge of the bluff with my binoculars.
Yes.
And chairs and a chair, and just see if I can see any animals down.
So one of our challenges this winter will be, because we have decided to build and back down this long trail, bringing in water. We won't have, what's that? Propane, all the things that we need. We'll have to ski down, sled down. We don't have a snow machine. That's in the future,
and I don't think we'll be able to keep up with plowing or anything, even with the tractor. It's just too thick, and the tractor might get stuck in the trail at some point in the winter. So it'll be interesting seeing how we get all those details squared away. Yeah.
And yeah, we plan to make the trail wide enough that eventually the truck can drive down, but that's definitely not happening before this winter, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to try to widen things out if we have time after we clear our space, so that we have room to build. Then maybe we can clear out the trail a little bit if we're done in the next couple of weeks. But I don't think I'm going to get anywhere near enough done. All the gravel and everything has to be done with the tractor, and it's bucket by bucket, and you got to travel distance to drop it. And we don't have a trailer yet we have a trailer, but not one for like an ATV or a tractor, which would be super handy for this.
Yeah, we've picked up some tools along the way, but there's just never enough tools to help you.
Oh man,
never enough machines to help you get the work done that you need to get done.
Well, and ultimately people used to do it by wheelbarrows and hand at times. So, like you think about the people who settled in cabins up here in the early 1900s. Some of the first people, the pioneers of Alaska, if you will. Imagine how difficult that must have been, and just how tough those people were. I pride myself in being a hard worker, but just those people would just work me to death in a day. Like I can't even imagine keeping up with those people in the woods trying to hike or hunt or log or whatever they were doing, because they were just beasts. You know?
Yeah. Tenacious.
Yeah. But it feels good to work hard.
It does.
This is such a great spot to build a cabin. It's such a great view. Got a nice creek down there. It's real quiet, no wind. You can hear the creek babbling, which I'm actually pretty surprised, because it's we're into August now, mid-August almost, and we still have quite a bit of water flow down there. And last year we had more snow, but at this time of year, the creek, when we were leaving and head back to Oregon, the creek was I wouldn't say dried up, but certainly not flowing as well as it is right now. But you can take a look behind us here, see how much we've done. We've progressed quite a bit in the last couple of days. Still got a few trees over my shoulder here that I got to clear out, and then of course some in the lot. All of this behind me is going to come out, and pretty much all the way up to where the tractor is back there has got to go, and that'll give us a nice space to be able to move around while we're building, and also have stuff away from the house far enough that we don't have to worry about fire as much, or bugs or tree fall or any of that stuff. So I'm gonna try to clear it out Well, also because of the sun, we want to make sure that we can track the sun. We're south facing, which is really nice, so we'll have a lot of good sun coming in the windows of the cabin, but it's also going to be pretty nice to have that open on the sides so we get sunlight coming in on the east side in the morning and the west side of the house in the evenings. So yeah, get after it today. Try to get a bunch done.
Our plan was to cut the biggest trees after doing all this clearing this morning, but the wind has really picked up. So we're gonna wait till tomorrow morning, wait for it to be a slightly less windy moment to do that. Pretty unsafe with these big gusts. Oh, eating some grass? Okay. Yeah, this is a great grass area. Great grass area. So this will have to be fixed to be more of a proper trail for us to bring things back on a sled. Gonna have to bring in some gravel and probably a culvert because this is just a very wet spot. This was actually where we had our camp the first year. You can see the makeshift tool shed over there. But it happened to be quite a wet spot. So the next year we came, we had to put these poles in to get through the road. But yeah, the rest of the trail is pretty decent. It's just going to need to be widened. Got to take down a few of these side trees. And yeah, bringing in some gravel to level things out a bit. Oh, almost looks like a bolete over here. There's some like false ones. But this, you can kind of tell the false ones because they're a little bit slimy. This one is not slimy. Oh, it is a bolete. Score. Score, score, score. So it must be time to be looking for these around. Enough days after the rain and another rain on the way. That's awesome. Okay.
All right, so we're getting ready to can again. We have 11 Copper River Reds here that just came out of the smoker this morning. They're given to us by a friend who knows somebody who has a fish wheel. And they're, I think I mentioned, Copper River salmon. They're Copper River sockeye or Copper River Reds. And they are absolutely delicious, and can't wait to get them canned up and have some delicious winter salmon.
Lenny.
Get out of here.
No.
You know
Lenny,
what
come
you're
here.
up to. Oh man, you can feel the fat in the bellies. It's crazy. This is like all gelatinous.
Whoa. That is...
My hands are so slimy.
Ew, yeah, recognizable substance. Wow. Looks like a big tongue,
A little bit, yeah.
just because of the way it's been cut.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's check it out. Already heard one pop. That's awesome. Whoa. Yep, there goes another one. Simmering inside. Look at that. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I've always wanted to learn how to pressure cook. Pressure can. I've never had a pressure canner. I've always just done water bath canning. So this is really awesome. Love it. And to think about how we are going to be enjoying this delicious salmon into the wintertime, remembering these summer days on those dark days. Although I'm honestly really excited about winter. It's going to be a challenge in many ways with the logistics of living here, but I'm excited about cross-country skiing. I'm excited about snow adventures. There's a lot about Alaska winter I'm excited to experience. This is all going to be part of our winter sustenance. the wind has died down and the storm came through the night, and we're ready to cut down some trees that are not moving around this morning. Nearly done, just a few big ones to go.
little piece is really hanging on. I can believe it. I was literally like holding that whole thing. It's a tough work. Help me out. You can box this way and I'll box that way.
Okay. Yeah. Top of the tree. All the way to over there. Bottom of the tree. This is a big one. These trees are much smaller than those we have in the Willamette Valley. Douglas firs are much bigger around, but these are big for Alaska. This part of Alaska. These are big for this part.
Alright, so we are headed to the big city to get some supplies and materials. Also celebrate Carla's birthday tomorrow. And we're gonna camp along the way. It's a bit of a drive, so we are gonna stay at this little lake. First time we ever drove up here to Alaska, we found this little spot off the highway, tucked away a couple miles away from the highway. Had some really great fishing and just really peaceful, beautiful place. We saw some wolves. Saw a couple of wolves actually. One of them came right into our camp, and another one came up on me while I was cutting firewood.
And a moose.
And a moose. We had a cow and a calf like come right into our camp too. So we're hoping to see some wildlife and catch some fish and just relax for the evening. Brought some firewood. So yeah, it's going to be a beautiful evening. Maybe some cool sunsets and all of that. So we're actually getting those now. We're here long enough to see it.
And then tomorrow, the big city.
Tomorrow, the big city.
Big shopping trip. Get some materials.
Yay, fun.
Yeah.
Not so much fun, but necessary.
Critters by the fire. Hi, Lupa. Hello. Hello. Hello there, buddy. Don't want to be tied up, but it's what we gotta
Now that
do.
we're not moving around, I can kind of keep an eye on them.
Yeah. Pretty awesome. Good little break. Little family time.
Little family time. Lenny's like, I'm all about Lupa's like, I'm taking this fire poker and turning it into a chew stick.
Mm-hmm.
Lenny's like, I'm just happy to land in grass.
Yeah, this is a good spot. We've seen all kinds of awesome blueberry picking and some wild raspberries too. So that's a treat, big time treat. So I just wanted to go over our little camper setup here. You've seen the camper with the truck, obviously, in other videos, but we don't always camp in it on camera. So just want to talk a little bit about the build. Thomas built it almost 4 years ago.
It was 4 years ago. Yep.
Yeah, for our trip. Yeah, for our first trip up here when we were just exploring Alaska, enjoying Alaska, and
looking for a piece of property.
Yeah, looking for a piece of property. Exactly. So it's been amazing. It's got this great awning, and he just basically framed it up and then used some windows from a canopy that somebody was getting rid of to give us a little light in there.
Oh yeah, as you can see, it's made into a bed, but it folds up. This part right here rolls up into a table, and so we have like a nice little table if we want to sit on these benches. Benches are obviously part of the bed. Underneath each of these benches there are storage containers, so like there's 3 on this side, 3 on that side, and you can put a lot of stuff. You can actually fit like some pretty large plastic bins and stuff in there, and that's been really handy. And then we have like storage here for our solar generator that's wired to our 200-watt solar panel, and we also have it set up to where we have a 12-volt system that's plugged into the battery, so we have power a couple of different ways. And then we have a hot water on demand heater in this side, and like our shower tent and all of those things, so we can pull that out. That's how we take showers when we're on the road and stuff. And then Carlin made these awesome curtains, and then also the little pillows in here, which are super cool. And there's these great
little bins along the side that he made, little pockets.
My most favorite part of the build is the little mountains.
The backside, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like just that little kind of stow area.
Little cubby area, yeah.
Yeah.
Which the mountains are really cool, but we realized it's a little less practical when you're trying to put stuff back there.
I still don't care. It's cool.
And there's a vent. We've had a little bit of trouble with the vent. We need to really get a new one in there, especially when we have stuff on top. Like right now we have a kayak.
Yeah,
and so the vent doesn't really open as well.
With a kayak there.
But there's little side tables here. There's one.
Oh, yeah.
There's one too.
So if you want to work on your laptop or watch something on your whatever, or put your drink there.
Exactly. If you're inside. And we recently bought a diesel heater. A couple of them. And we're thinking if we really want to camp in this in the winter, because right now it can be pretty chilly in here when the temperatures dip.
Yeah, we have
it's very much a summertime camping.
We have some smaller propane heaters that we've used in here, but yeah, it's just the moisture content, things like that. So yeah, probably we'll rig up a diesel heater for winter camping. Yeah. But
yeah, it's a great space. It's really fun. We've had a lot of really great memories, and yeah, it's served us well. And it's traveled back and forth to Alaska several times.
This summer was
the fourth summer, basically.
Drive on the Alaskan.
True, you're right.
The seventh,
yes.
Yeah, the 7th drive on the Alaskan Highway.
So it's solid. It's solid. Initially, he had put a just a finish on it with
just a wood finish with an epoxy resin.
Epoxy, there you go.
Yeah.
But it just kept peeling off. It just wasn't weather permanent. So we ended up painting it, and
but it was super
great.
Beautiful because
it was the wood grain. Yeah.
But it's still functional. Looks beautiful.
It's really great. Yeah, it's cozy. We like it. It's our little cabin
on the wheels
wherever we go. Yeah.
Taste of that.
Just got back from our trip to Anchorage. Got almost everything that we needed. A couple of snafus with appointments we had made. doing things on Alaska time. I remember the first time that we got our oil changed. I think it took almost 2 hours. We were like, wow. Quick lube? Nope. So we got lumber. We've got insulation of different kinds. This is for the shed, because that's where we're storing all of our canned goods and things like that, and we don't want them to freeze, obviously. All of our delicious salmon that we've also canned. We've got a bigger propane tank. Got some pressure treated and some siding. That'll be for the cabin. And we're gonna unload all this. This will probably take a good portion of the day, getting it back to where we want it to be, and we unloaded all the groceries and stuff already. Feels good. We've got a little mini mercantile in our shed right now. Feels good to have that stocked.
All right, so I'm gonna run this insulation down, and then I'll grab the tractor.
And that is for the toilet seat in the outhouse.
Your toilet seat in the outhouse.
Nobody needs their buns freezing to the plastic seat.
Well, no, put the weight against it, not on it, because then I have to hold your weight down. Yeah, I think that'd be an easy thing to do, and it would look really nice.
Yeah, it would.
Put a rock on there real quick, actually. Got one of these guys on there.
There you go. Got all done. unpacking, and now we got to get back to work.
Yeah, all that fun in Anchorage, and now it's time to get back to the grueling work of our property.
That's right. We got to shirk off the big city vibes. I don't know.
No big city vibes.
Okay.
Yeah. We just went there, got what we needed, and left as fast as we could.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Good reminder. A good reminder of why we're here right now.
Yeah.
And nowhere else.
Yeah, we got materials coming in probably about 2 weeks. So for the cabin, these materials are not for that, but anyway.
Other than the siding.
Yeah. So we gotta get everything cleared out back there, and we're almost done. But probably another day or two's worth of cutting is my guess.
Yeah. Yeah. See you next time.
Yep.